kilómetros del norte de Fredericton, en Canadá, y vamos a entrar a la casa de un amigo mío que fabricó con todos pedazos que encontró en el bosque. Es un amigo muy interesante que vive acá en Fredericton solamente por los veranos. Luego estudia y enseña, en realidad, literatura en la universidad. Vamos a entrar a la casa de él y vamos a tener que hacer como un cuarto de milla, casi medio kilómetro, internándonos en este bosque hermoso del norte de Canadá. Acá tenemos la primer cabañita que hizo para guardar las cosas, que luego fue llevando 500 metros hacia el bosque, y podrán ver que tiene madera, herramientas, bueno, y un montón de madera que se usó en el puente que vamos a ver, donde nos vamos a internar.
Me haces bien, me haces bien.
Es un bosque muy denso, estamos recién en la primavera. Hay muy pocos animales que pueden dañarnos, pero hay muchos venados y castores. Hay osos negros, pero en este momento no creo que aparezca ninguno, porque suelen estar muy lejos de la gente. Y vamos a ir a visitar a mi amigo Oso. Lo llamo Oso porque su nombre es Perry. ¿Cuál significa oso? Este es un puente que hizo Oso, con madera de la zona, algunas piolitas que encontró, pallets. Este es un lugar hermoso, es un lugar de película. Es un lugar para realmente venir y quedarse una semana, 2 semanas descansando.
Para contarte canto, quiero que sepas cuánto me haces bien, me haces bien, me haces bien.
Esta es la zona más densa del bosque y está infestada de animales, entre ellos muchos osos, los cuales no queremos molestar porque si salen podremos tener problemas. Es una zona muy densa, tenemos mucha variedad de árboles aquí, entre maple y algunos tipos de coníferos que después voy a mostrarles en el video más adelante. Es hermosa esta zona, es muy linda, es muy rica en vida silvestre.
Me haces bien, me haces bien.
Noten la cantidad de musgo y de plantas que crecen en los troncos caídos, así como también los agujeros que hacen algunos de los animales, casi todos de la familia de roedores. Bueno, acá pueden ver y notar los troncos que puso Oso para poder llegar hasta la cabaña. Son troncos porque aquí hay muchos pequeños ríos que durante la primavera empiezan a verter y después desaparecen. Es una zona muy densa, muy boscosa, y es una zona a la que cuesta llegar porque es muy empinada. Vamos a llegar hasta arriba ahora.
Me haces bien, me haces bien, me haces bien. Basta ver el reflejo de tus ojos en los míos, cómo se lleva el frío.
Estamos llegando, tenemos casi medio kilómetro hecho en el bosque denso y empezamos a ver la cabaña. Esta es la cabaña hecha con madera y desperdicios que hizo mi amigo. Esta cabaña es totalmente autosuficiente, tiene varios sistemas hechos por él para colectar el agua de lluvia, te podés bañar con agua caliente calentada por el sol. Acá tenemos algo de agua de lluvia que podemos usar para lavarnos las manos. No podemos usar el agua de los arroyos porque mi amigo dice que tiene una bacteria que viene de los castores que se llama, bueno, la bacteria no sé el nombre, pero le dicen fiebre de castor o beaver fever y no se puede tomar, así que vamos a tomar el agua de lluvia y vamos a utilizar un baño que está por ahí atrás que luego les voy a mostrar, que es bastante silvestre.
So this is the cabin, man. This is the workshop. There, made out of pallets. All reclaimed wood except for the roof.
That's the only part you just bought?
Yeah, I bought shitboard.
Shipboard,
Yeah.
which is OSB en español.
Yeah, we call it shitboard. Which is shit. And so, shitboard, and then I put plastic over the top to make a living roof, and then dirt. And of course, a squirrel gets inside, tries to look for the bottom of the ground, and digs down and finds my roof and makes a hole. So I gotta repair that. And this is the tin shed, which is building supplies.
Ahí tienen las herramientas,
Yeah, I got it at a metal recycling place.
todo reciclado, de metal.
Chunks of metal, put in my car, carried in here on my back.
Todo este material cruzó ese puentecito que vimos y alrededor de medio kilómetro hasta acá. Les voy a mostrar el interior de la casa. Ahí está mi mochila. Ahí duerme Oso. Acá está trabajando en algunas cositas. Todos sus libros. Esto es una salamandra muy antigua canadiense. Muy buena, se la regalaron y la trajo hasta acá. Pesa muchísimo. Se fabricó sus propias cañerías. Aquí duermo yo. Y acá está haciendo una extensión de la casa que está terminando este año. Ahí está la ducha. Ahora les voy a mostrar dónde calienta el agua de la ducha. Y acá está terminando esta parte de la casa. Ahora estamos yendo a donde calienta el agua de la ducha. Esa es una ducha, se pone el vidrio arriba y el calor se genera por la bolsa negra y la chapa. Después lo cuelga ahí y se baña. Acá tenemos, arriba hay paneles solares que están hechos con pequeños panelcitos solares que recolectó de distintos aparatos que estaban tirados en los basureros y los trajo hasta acá. Ya con esto se colecta el agua de lluvia y se ponen estos bidones.
Feel this. Frío.
Esto está la heladera. La heladera está hecha con chapas, un refrigerador con chapas y un poco de nieve que sobra del invierno. Y esta es la heladera. Esta que está acá. Adentro de esto. Esta es la heladera, ¿ves? Ahí se guardan las cosas frías. Esta es parte de la cabaña. Estamos en el medio del bosque. Ahora les voy a mostrar el baño. Hey Barry, how's it going, bud?
Yeah, good.
So where are we eating?
These are veggie burgers. Because no meat on my land.
No se come carne en su tierra.
So we eat these first before I cook them, especially for guests. Then usually I lick them.
Acá está otro lugar donde guarda madera y guarda herramientas. Y ahora vamos a ir al baño, que está por ahí atrás. Y ahí estamos en el baño. Este es el baño. Es excelente. Entonces te puedes sentar tranquilo. La vista del baño es fabulosa. Es hermoso. No hay baño que pueda competir con este baño. No tiene extractor. Okay. So Barry, you want to tell us something about living out here, and a little bit of how do you plan sustainability here?
I have a number of rules for the land. One of them is any garbage that comes in goes back out. So I don't have a garbage pile anywhere around. There's also no meat on my land. No cutting trees idly for no purpose. No killing any animals. And so I try to envision a place where I have 24 hectares and I only require for myself maybe a quarter of a hectare. That's all I want, a little piece. And the rest, just bush. Let it stay the way that it is. Have the animals somewhere they can run. Because everywhere around us, everything is being cut. They're cutting down all the trees to make, basically to make toilet paper. Whether the toilet paper is the type that comes with print that you buy at the newsstand, or it's toilet paper that you wipe your ass on. It's all just crap. And so we're going to kill the forests for that. But not on my land. No one will ever be cutting these forests. Instead, they'll eat things that look a little bit like turds. It's a root.
All right.
Need some.
You never thought about bringing a gas tube here, eh?
For gas cooking?
Yeah.
No, there's no need. There's lots of trees that are dead. You can just walk into the forest and pull down a dead tree. And then they break up really easy. And you can use that.
What do you got planned for food in the future?
I want to build a greenhouse this summer. And so in the greenhouse I'll put probably mostly leafy greens like spinach and kale and stuff like that. And maybe grow some beans, some green beans or peas. And but I'd like to have it so I could actually plant potatoes and stuff like that, but every year I fight with the slugs. And they're not very big, but they're a real pain in the ass.
What kind of animals do we got around here?
Slugs.
Slugs and what else?
In the back of the property, back that way, there's bears and moose. Not very far from here actually, the moose hang out. Deer, I've seen raccoons go through. The back of the property also has coyotes that you can hear them at night sometimes.
We're gonna hear coyotes tonight?
Maybe. And what else? Rabbits live around here. They live underneath this building. And then also the tin shed. And sometimes they go underneath the cabin too. And mice. There's way more mice around here than I actually want. So a mouse that I get my hands on doesn't fare very well. They're a nasty beast, mice. Like, who goes into someone's house and just shits everywhere?
Yeah.
nasty thing to do. They can't control their bowels, but evolve. That's what I would say.
Exactly.
There's absolutely not necessary at all. It's like, oh, I'm eating while I'm shitting. It's like, what goes through your head? Yeah, when I first decided I was going to buy some land, I thought to buy a clear cut. So the tree harvesters come in, they leave it like a field, and there's absolutely nothing. And everyone says, oh, but clear cuts are so ugly. And I say, wow, they're ugly for a very short period of time. You cut the land off, you leave it like a field. The next year, the trees are this high. They grow up from the stumps. The following year, they're over your head. In 3 years, you can't see anything.
That's fertile, eh?
Yeah.
That's very fertile.
Humid climate, fertile land, and quick-growing trees come first. Right? So the birch, the white birch here, this one is tamarack. That usually is not a first grower. And the balsam fir, the little one, it looks like the so-called pine tree. That one grows quick as well. And the black one that you see there, the pin cherry,
Yeah.
which actually has cherries that you can eat. And if you look up in the top of this one here, you can see that some people wipe their butt on that one. It's not very nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, Red.
Sorry about
I
that.
always have to ruin it.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah,
real,
so
eh?
it's very lush land and it grows up really quick. And so I wanted to buy a clear cut, and I said I don't care that it's ugly for a year, and then after that it's lush and thick. And also a clear cut, they always leave wood, so you can go out into the bush and you can grab pieces of wood and you can drag it together and make a cabin just out of that. But then when I bought this land, it was a clear cut 25 years ago, and so the trees already, you see, like they're big trees now. They're like, you know, almost 10 meters tall. And I said, well, that's okay. I got the land cheap. Yeah, the bush was very thick. Nobody comes here. You can live the way you wish. It's off the grid, no electricity, so you have to provide your own with solar. And you can't really do wind power here. There's not enough wind. But it's easy to live. You don't require very much. I go out to the store, to the grocery store, and that's all I do all summer. Once a week I go to the grocery store and buy food. And then you have your food for the week. And no phone, no internet, no one harassing you, no emails. Well, sometimes there's mosquitoes and black flies harassing you, but if you look around and you're covered with bugs and you say, okay, this ecosystem must be very rich and very fertile and
Totally,
very strong.
Yeah.
And whereas if there's no insects and it's bug season, you better get out of there because you're gonna die next. It's like, so I always think that when I'm being swamped by bugs. So one day they'll find me out here, drained of blood, covered in bugs, saying, "Rich ecosystem."
Oh, man. So, how's a typical day for you here? Like,
Eating and producing food takes a bit of time. So there's a bit of time you spend doing that, which we don't typically. Right? We don't live like that typically.
no,
We
everything's
prepare our food very quick,
exactly.
and then we spend our other time like sitting in front of a television.
So everything is done for us, basically.
Yeah, and we don't care to spend the time to do any of those things. We think that's wasted time. But it's actually very social. You get to hang out with other people while you're making the food. So there's that. I usually am working on something Right now I want to build a greenhouse in front of like part of the cabin, so I'll be working on that. And to that I have to pull some stones out of holes like that one and move them over there for the foundation, and carry some pallets in to lay the floor, and then the rest is kind of the windows, and the ceiling will be all windows. Or sorry, the walls and the ceiling will be all windows. And so I'll work on that through the summer. And reading, I usually read about 60 books in the summer, and because I finally have a bit of a chance, and there's no one bugging me all the time, so it's good for that.
So it's about a book a day, I guess.
Yeah, I usually read a book a day, because the sun goes down at 9, 10 o'clock, and I have 3 hours or so that I think, oh, I'll read, listen to the radio. I listen to the public broadcasting, so it's interesting stuff, interesting like reports on what's going on in the world or whatever, and listen to podcasts on my MP3 player, which is run by solar in there. But mostly for that type of entertainment is reading, and I walk around in the bush too, see what's going on, watch the animals do what they do.
You got any neighbors around here?
There's where I park the car, which is 20 minutes that way. There's a guy who is an old guy who lives next door. Very nosy. He's always asking what's going on and looking at what you're doing, which is good. Because if anyone tries to cause trouble, he's there. Oh, I saw someone drive in there and I went right over. I told him, you don't belong here. You better get out of here. He's like that. He talks like that.
Say, you own a gun?
I don't need a gun. I do have a bow, though. Oh, sorry. Neighbor.
Does your neighbor own a gun?
Yeah, he's a gun guy. He shoots sometimes in the yard. He kills squirrels. He probably shoots back this way. So if they find me dead with a bullet in my head, then you'll know the neighbor's been shooting at squirrels. But
It's looking good. Looking good, looking good. Like it should.
yeah, should be okay.
Alrighty. Say, what is Moncton Big Garbage Day? Or whatever it's called. What is it called?
Moncton Big Garbage Day.
Yeah.
It's not actually a day. It's more like a week. Everybody in the spring puts their garbage out at the gate to get rid of it, and the city will take anything. So the people put out all sorts of stuff. So I've gotten cordless drills. Most of the windows in the cabin came from Moncton Big Garbage Day. Axe. My friend's kid found a piggy bank with money in it, so it just emptied out and had the money. Everything. They throw out everything. The chairs we're sitting on, like everything you might want to have. And so I go there every year, and my friend and I go around and cruise the garbage piles outside of people's houses and get all kinds of stuff. And building supplies, and so it's one of the reasons I can make this place so cheap. The cabin and all that represents about $1,000, $1,500. Everything else is from the trash.
Oh. So you only spent $1,500 in the cabin, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Good looking cabin, buddy.
I got this cup in Toronto on the side of the street. Somebody was throwing it out.
What about the frying pan?
I don't remember where I got that. The fluid in the cup, though. I put that in there.
Should I edit that?
See what it looks like.
Clavo mi remo en el agua, llevo tu remo en el mío. Creo que he visto una luz al otro lado del río. El día le irá pudiendo poco a poco al frío. Creo que he visto una luz al otro lado del río. Sobre todo creo que no todo está perdido. Tanta lágrima y yo soy un vaso vacío.
Decile a Vanessa. Vanessa, mi novia.
Vanessa, what's that mean?
My girlfriend. Yeah, I'm sending a video.
Oh, I see.
Me voy al bosque. Esta es la familia que me tuvo. Me voy al bosque. Seguí. Adiós,
Adios,
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
There we go.
Rema, en esta orilla del mundo. Lo que no es
Don't touch my water, you son of a bitch. I got a guitar going on, that's cool.
que he visto una luz al otro lado del río. Yo muy serio voy remando, muy adentro sonrío. Creo que he visto una luz al otro lado del río. Sobre todo creo que no todo está perdido. Tanta lágrima y yo soy un vaso vacío. Oigo una voz que me llama, casi un suspiro. Rema, rema, rema. Rema, rema, rema. Clavo mi remo en el agua, llevo tu remo en el mío. Creo que he visto una luz al otro lado del río.